Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this magnificent Sunday. With you tonight are myself, Panther, and Sephisloth and Lewandowski, commentating with some analysts. Say hi, guys.
Hello, this is Sephisloth.
It is Lou, the sideline reporter.
Currently, we're waiting for the game to start. We're having some ping checks. Everything looks good as of now, but as you know, JS sometimes likes to disconnect. Hopefully we won't have some of those issues tonight, but if we do, make sure that you have your Butt Farmer Fitness Challenge close to you because we have some nice stuff in there.
Gotta get the athletes of Hack Space Bounce to match our fingers prowess.
Definitely some interesting stuff in there, and I definitely expect a lot of the stuff to happen, so if it does, we will all be sore tomorrow morning.
Now I feel obligated to keep track of that. And I will.
Let's get hyped. Final Sunday, man.
How do you all feel about this finals matchup as far as expectations at the start of the season to what you've seen on the way here?
Well, now that you asked that question, Sephisloth, Lewandowski did some investigation and had some time to interview some of the players before the game. So, Lewandowski, why don't you share with us some of the stuff you found out?
Alright, hold on. Let me pull up. I'm multitasking at the moment.
Whoa, Lewin, way to be prepared. We're live.
Hey, I'm streaming D2 at the same time, so...
Whoa, way to be an overachiever.
Alright. So, I got tipped to actually respond. I asked Shira, those are the two Cacti I asked. Then I interviewed JS, Butt Farmer, and Neri, but JS, typical, never responded. But when I asked Butt Farmer about what he thought about facing Cacti, he said that they just need to stick with the team does best, play aggressive and smart. Cacti can have problems with overcommitting, but if they can keep the ball on the offensive side, or when they're on the offensive side, they all rush forward and they give up a ton of transition goals if the Orcas can capitalize on their over-aggressiveness. Moving on, Neri submitted a paragraph, so I'll read what he said. For him, he said, it's a final, anything can happen. He's looking forward to a good game, getting that cup, and that at the end of the day, it will be the Orcas getting their names on that crown. He didn't offer very much insight. But having faced Cacti, he said that every player on Cacti is important. You can't really focus on one person. You can't just try to bump one person off like, oh, someone go after JS. But Cacti, they work well as a group, and so that the Orcas are going to have to play as a team if they're going to want to win.
So pretty much almost a guarantee from Neri that they're going to win the cup, huh?
He didn't guarantee it. He said anything can happen, and that he just hopes that it's his team that will win.
Way to twist it like the media do. Jeez, Panther.
Hey man, guys gotta eat.
I'll go ahead and make some notes about the two teams. Having GM'd against both of them. It's a really fascinating matchup for me because Orcas showed some deficiencies earlier in the season, but as time went on, they showed that they're a really, really strong scoring team. I never really played them when JS was in play, so that'll be interesting to see how he factors into the lineup and what they utilize him for. And Cacti were never really, glitz or glamour, but they were always really solid in their execution. And I noticed the strongest thing about them is when games got tight, they didn't waver and they didn't start losing it and flying everywhere. But I think that Orcas kind of mirror Everest and mirror the team that Uranus faced last time in the finals in their ability to start flying. So if they keep that under control, they'll have a good shot. But if not, then you can see Cacti start to pull away a little bit in the end. that was almost a coherent thought.
I'll actually go off the amazing tip response because I was surprised that he bothered to respond, but he did. He said that for Cacti to win, they're going to definitely have to capitalize on JSJS disconnects with his internet being really spotty. I mean, as we all saw in the semifinal game and with Butt Farmers thing that JSJS does disconnect a lot. But he said it's not the JSJS show. All the other Orcas starters are elite. And so he says that he hopes that they can control momentum and jump out to an early lead and be aggressive and capitalize on the JSJS disconnects. But he doesn't want to pull a Lions where win game one and then relax too much and be complacent and let Orcas come back, because as I saw personally, it is very possible and it's very real.
Tell you what, it feels awful when there's a 3-on-4 and you fail to score. I think that happened one time. I don't remember if it was JS, but someone disconnected and Orc could not score in that time. Feels like a killed power play.
There still seem to be some ping issues, but we are at least get to see the starting lineups for Orcas. They have Lalo, JS, John, and Neri. And for Cacti, we've got Kev in place of Skylo, who is not here, unfortunately. Also Tip, Java, and Rios.
Yeah, missing Skylo is going to be... Oh, here we go.
Countdown.
And the finals are underway. It looks like Layla's going to be taking kickoffs. They put JS in the back, which may seem like a weird choice to people, but it means that he touches the ball as much as possible. Rios going for the goal. Kev tries to get the clear for him. Layla manages the challenge past Rios. We have a humongous spike in the room right there. The room is starting to spike all over the place, on my screen anyway. And Tip looks like he lags past the ball. I don't think the host is holding up right now. Oh, that was a save. What am I talking about? I'm losing it. Alright, John's going the other way. John gets the clear for JS. JS shoots into the bottom corner and gets
nice angle. Just past Tip there.
I got confused because Cacti are red and Orcas are currently blue. And we were going different directions.
Happens. No worries. Oh, look at this aggressiveness by Cacti.
Alright, Tip trying to pound it in there. JS is there to defend. Neri's going to try and clear it top. Java goes in for the challenge. Isn't quite there. Neri's going to look for a pass. Gets it up to JS in the top. He's going to kick it. Kev is not there to make the save, but Rhea slips in behind him. Kev's going to try and clear it out. Layla goes for the challenge. Layla needs a drop off for the clear. He does it way too late. Now they're all muddled in there. JS has to get the clear on Java. John's trying to recorrect to the ball. Layla has to go for a clear. Gives time to Java to get into the ball. Oh, really poor possession by by Orcas. They had a really good chance of the goal there. Cacti trying to go for the counter. Tip brings it up top. John gets a challenge. Rios is going to have to try and clear it back to the other side. Oh, this room is jumping everywhere for me. JS pulls the top. He's going to look for a goal. John sits there rather than looking for the clear. Another messy possession by Cacti, oh my goodness, by Orcas.
It's cool. The ping is looking pretty well for me, actually. I'm about 100. Oh!
I think it's probably my fault. My second number is like 1400.
Nice goal there by John, getting past the Cacti defender. Several other players are complaining about ping Java 999. Do a quick ping check. Must be FPS lag, but yeah, Java 752 right now, so he's definitely at an unplayable point.
There we go. My ping's back down. Yep.
For the listeners out there, with the first 999, we have 10 leg raises at the end of the period.
Oh no.
Nah.
We're not ready for that. Oh, JS disconnects is on there. Uh-oh. I think it's at the end of the game, not the period. My goodness.
After each game, yeah.
We got a whole 2 periods. Alright, Cacti.
That just means you're going to have like 40 at the end of the game instead of 10, and 20.
Okay, well, we're all going to die, and that's fine. All right, Orca's going for the counterattack. Lel's going to try and bring it forward. Neri gets a bit of a challenge. Gets JSDS on the ball. He's going to try and pull it to the south. Lel tries to get it forward, gets kicked back, but it gives Kevs a chance to bring it out. Lalo gets a challenge. Rios is going to go for a clear, gets it on JS. Own goals.
That's on the list. Own goal, I think. I'm pretty sure.
It is not, but we're gonna remember that one if Orcas loses for any reason. JS passes the ball, goes for the clear, doesn't quite get it. Lel's gonna bring it forward, passes it up to Kev. Kev gets past JS. It's into the corner on Orca's side. Lalo gets the clear down to Neri, who gets it forward. JS goes in, gets the challenge on it, but John bumps him forward. Just an unfortunate lineup. Tip tries to get it clear. JS goes for the challenge. Lel's gonna try and get it up. Gets it just above John's head. Oh, Lel gets a nice bump on Lalo to get Cacti a chance to come forward here, but John's coming back. Brings it over the top. Lalo goes for the clear, doesn't get it on Rios, but Rios then own goals off of John's rebound off the top. Orca's getting a lot of nice pressure early here. They haven't really taken advantage of some of the opportunities they've had, but they're in the zone.
Yeah, this is definitely a bit unfortunate though, with Java sitting on the bench because of the ping issues.
Yeah, we're already missing. They're missing two starters now in Java and Skylar, who are both really good bumpers and are going to cause them to have to do a lot of defense here. So hopefully they can at least get Java back. It looks like his ping's starting to pull back down. I expect Tip to probably make a sub as soon as this period's over, if not during. Lel going for a clear on Orcas. You can see the numbers game there. They had a nice 4-on-2. They're not bumping Orcas out of the way. Rios is going to try and take it forward. Lel's in the way, not clearing. Kev goes for a clear on JS. Lel goes for John. Decent clears there. Kev's on the inside. Tip goes nice. In for a finish. Nice.
That's probably going to be a key right now. Tip and Rios Chem, just to kind of make up for the difference of Java and Skylo.
Yeah, well, in the absence of one, you gotta fill some scoring space or suffer. Looks like Tip's going to try and bring it forward. Oh, nice fake by Tip to bring it to the top rather than kick it down. Kev brings it forward. Tip's in the way, but gets a nice clear. Kev doesn't have the option. Tries to dump it into their side. Does a decent job. Lel goes for the ball. Probably should have gone for a clear there. Instead, Orcas get a counterattack. Neri's got the ball, pushing it forward. Tip actually gets bumped into his teammate. JS trying to bring it up. Gets a bump on Tip and Lel probably. Oh, no. Oh, what just happened? Sorry, I'm still getting some lag. That's on my end. Lalo going to bring it top.
30 seconds left.
Just misses that. John trying to push for Orcas to get a last-second goal. Get a nice 2-goal lead going into the second period. Rios gets an accidental clear on Tip. Oh, good move by John to keep it forward. Neri to keep it forward. JS goes for the goal. Rios is a great save.
Great save by Rios. Good heart there. Not stopping.
Cacti a chance. Looks like we're not going to have a goal. Going to end in 3-2. Tight game so far. It's been a decent amount of offensive pressure by both teams, and both have just done a decent job to counter it.
Despite all the issues, Cacti is doing a very good job. Just down 3-2. Yes, there was an own goal, but Cacti had an own goal as well, so I think they should be very happy with how the game is starting, despite things going against them at the beginning.
Absolutely, and if you look back through Cacti season, the most goals they ever gave up looks like it was 16. So every team they faced, they stayed in it. They're okay. Yeah, the 16. They're really good at fundamentals and just keeping the score low. So they're looking to keep it low and fight back in the final period for a 2, maybe 3-goal win. That's their usual style.
Note that 16 was against the Orcas themselves, and it was Orcas without JS.
Space Everest also put on 16 of them, but yeah, it's a good note.
Alright, so looks like Java's going to be cleared to play this period. The trainers say he's good to go.
I mean, I'm glad that they have these new concussion protocols. You don't want to see a player going out there with his bell rung.
Long-term health is what really matters.
And as you all know, there have been a pretty sad series of events recently where a lot of retired Spacebound's players are suffering some complications later in life due to injuries suffering during the game, but that's just sometimes the hazards of competition.
Hey, but you know what? That's exactly why we have a new Players Association. So if you have any claims to make or any sufferings, just let our general counsel know.
Update coming in from the D2 finals. After one period, Solar Bears have 5, Red Devils with 1. That is game 1 of the D2 finals, period number 1.
All right.
Go Arjun. Once an Ort, always an Ort.
And we're underway. Same lineup for the Orcas. Cacti, same lineup, just Java is in instead of Lel.
Alright, we're going to see how Java affects the offensive and defensive pressure the Cacti's have. You see Java down there already trying to clear out the goal for Rias in the corner. Rias trying to get it down, but Layla has some good pressure. Java slides up there. Kev going for the clear, gets the ball to Rias. Tip's going to go in for the clear. Rias has possession. Kev gets a clear up top. It looks like Orcas have pressure backwards. John's got the ball in a one-on-one situation. Oh, he probably should have scored that. Oh, gets the recovery. Kev didn't rotate nearly fast enough. And so early on, you see the counter pressure of Orcas, which is really present in the first period.
Good pressure here. Nice shot.
Oh, nice. Might have been Java's goal, hard to tell. Doesn't matter. Cacti score.
Keeping things tight, good job.
We'll see how Orcas handle kickoffs here. Laylo takes it straight. JS has the pickup. Rias gets 2 challenges to keep the ball on their side. Good kickoff defense by Rias. Tip going for the corner clear. Pulls it down to Kev. Kev is just not in position.
Barely missed that.
Rias going for a multi-clear. Gets parts of it. Kev goes for the ball. Probably should have gone for the clear again. He's not doing a great job in that department. Kev pulls it up.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. Powers it off JS, but get it right into the goal.
Good job, Kev.
And that ties the game
game
right now. Yep. 5-5. Or 4-4, whatever it may be. It's 4-4. Neri trying to push it forward, gets a nice power move off the bottom there. John gets a chance to bring it up. Laylo going to try and put it in position to score it into the goal. Good ball handling by Laylo.
Nice bump by JS there.
Kev is going to try and kick it through, gets it to their side. Decent kickoff. See if they can make anything of it. Tip goes down for the challenge, doesn't quite get it. Gives JS a chance to get past Kev, but he's there in position. That's good. Oh, Tip's got a route back. JS almost back in position for another goal shot. Layla trying to pull it bottom. Java gets some nice pressure. Gonna go to Rias up top. Gonna try and get it forward, get it over Neri perhaps, get it clear in. But Layla gets possession back. Layla moves it forward past Java. Kev has a chance to clear it back, but doesn't get it. Oh, John almost has a shot on goal. But we have bodies back there to deflect the shots.
Good deflection by Kev. Seems like he's settling down. Playing a lot better. Oh, and as I say, the ball squeaks into the goal.
Kev gonna take it up top to Java. Did not get the kick on that. Not great kickoffs by the Cacti so far. Either team, really. Both kickoffs have been kind of messy. John gets it forward. Tip almost own goals. Very, very nearly. Was in position to defend JS' shot, though. A little bit of redemption there. Ooh, Rias does not get the cross save, but Neri's just outside, not able to touch it into the goal. Ooh, Java gets a nice clear on Neri. Layla tries to push it down back to an Orca. Neri's there, but Kev's into intercept. JS tried to get it clear, but instead bounces it back into their own zone. Tip gets a nice clear, but Rias has got 3 bodies in front of him. Dumps it into the corner. Java gets a clear. Kevin to push it in, doesn't power it in. Rias taking it in the corner. JS going to try and clear it forward up to Laylo, it looks like. Laylo going to try and bring it over Rias. Rias just touches it up. Java trying to bring it back. Laylo pushes it down towards goal. Oh, it falls right into Kev's hands, but John's there with the nice bump just in time. Probably going to dump it down to JS in the bottom. He does. JS brings it forward. Tries to clear it forward, but there's, looks like Tip with the challenge. Rias is going to try and clear it to Java. Going to try and pass down to Kev. Gets bumped by John. Tip pulls it forward. Neri tries to clear back, but doesn't make it the kickoff. Java's going to try and kick it back up to Tip. Rias is in the way. Java going for goal. John there to defend. JS in the corner trying to bring it out. Oh, Kev gets a disruption. Java going for the clears in the goal. Tip gets a clear. Kev's in front of Rias. Not going to get a clear. Tip's... Oh, this is the ball. Rias can't get it to him. Java can't get the clear. Orca's going to try and counter. JS brings it forward. Kev bumps Layla out of the way. Rios is going to dump it back. John's going to push it back forward. Rios is going to come in for the challenge. He does. He gets it. Kev's going to go for the goal. Nice save by Neri using that post. Tip's going to try and get the finish. Doesn't get it. Great defense by Orcas. Java pushing it forward. Gets the bump on JS. Kev gets the clear. Java gets the goal. Good old Wimbledon length rally. Good pressure by Cacti to get the second and third and fourth goal opportunities.
That was very good ball possession right there. Whenever Orcas tried to get the ball out, Cacti did a phenomenal job just keeping the ball on their side of the court, keeping that pressure up.
That was a fun one to watch on the stream and the lag behind. Looks like the game is paused right now for lag, I assume. JS is spiking up around 700.
Let's take a look here. 528 from what I can see is the highest ping. Alright, so we have a little bit of an intermission here while we wait. Rios is fixing the lineup.
Update from D2 after the second period. Bears are now up 9-2.
What period is that in, Lewandowski?
They're gonna start the third soon, it looks like.
Bears trying to run away with it. One of the most directly stolen names next to the Nittany Lions.
I don't know if that power kickoff can definitely be improved. Cacti is doing a very good job defending that so far.
Rios tries to get the clear on John at the top, doesn't quite get it. Orca's going to come with the four-person counter, John going in for the clear. JS was sitting in the bottom for a pass, probably could have gotten the clear instead. Cacti going to bring it back, Java takes it up top. Handles the ball, bumps JS out of the way. John tries to clear it forward as Java goes in for the clear on Lalo. Perfect clear by Java for Tip. Goal Cacti. And the game is tied up once again. 6-6.
Let's see if Orcas change up their kickoff right here.
Lalo focusing on getting it forward this time, but right into the hands of Tip. JS has a chance to pull it forward. Lalo on the top. Rios gets a disruption.
Oh,
man.
ref goal. Come on, ref. That was very, very...
It wasn't too close, but got pushed right off of Rios' face. Cacti going to get a quick answer, though, here from Rios. And here come Orcas. Going to try and get some pressure in the late goal. Unless Cacti get the counter. Tip gets it almost above Neri, but not quite. Neri's going to go for the shot. Rios trying to clear it out. Push it forward. This is the last chance. Uh-oh. Okay, cool. Tip saves that. Lalo going to bring it back, but it's too late. That's the period. Tied up going into the third period of game one. Yeah, you can see both teams fighting for possession on the bumps. Java back in there for Cacti has been a major factor so far. He's already generated approximately 2 goals by himself. He's going to be a big factor as far as pressure goes in this third period.
Game is tied up at 7. Cacti has Kev, Tip, Java, Rios, and for Orcas we got Lal, JS, John, and Neri again.
Not too many subs that can be made though.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. The bench is relatively thin. We have Yaka, Montez for Orcas, and Love for Cacti. Skylo seems to have overslept or didn't set his alarm.
I guarantee he is overslept. He was practicing earlier today. That's what happens with Skylo. He's kind of a 50-50 shot. Or it probably would have made playoffs in Season 10 had Skylo woken up more often. But, you know, Skylo gonna Skylo.
Uh-oh. Just a warning out there for those GMs out there.
Yes, let him drop late. Let him drop. Alright, Neri gonna take it forward with Orcas. Cacti trying to get the counter pressure. Rhea gets a good clear in, but doesn't quite get the X in the ball. Nice clear by Tip. Kev comes in for the finish.
Nice. Good job with those clears.
Puts Cacti by up one early. Not a bad kickoff by Orcas, but they lose possession. Tip's got it. John's going to come forward for the challenge on Tip. Gets it down to JS. Rias has the ball. Kicks right into the goal, but JS does a nice job on rotation. Gets there for the defensive positioning. JS a power shot into the Cacti zone. Lalo has a chance to readjust, but doesn't quite get there. Tries to adjust to Javer's shot, but he kicks it just lower than he wanted. Lalo going to try and take it up over Tip. Tip sees it.
Almost. That was almost a little luck goal right there.
Neri going to take it over Tip, trying to get the counter attack. An unfortunate bump by Tip on Javer gives John a chance to push it forward, but kicks it right into Tip's face.
Nice
Lalo
shot.
comes to the ball.
Sweet shot by Lalo right there.
I thought he probably could have gone for the clear, but it worked out for him. Good on him to get the shot right in the right place.
Tied game once again. I think it might have been Rias that took this pause right here.
Alright. Cacti gonna go for the counter. Jobber gets a nice bump in the top corner. Always getting some contact and kick off there. Kev's gonna bring it forward. Rias gets a clear on Neri. Lalo gonna try and bring it down. He does. Looking for John or Neri. John goes for the bump. Neri gets the touch on the ball. Gets it up to Kev, but it drops down to JS just barely. JS kicks down to John. John's gonna kick back up towards JS. Rias gets the clear.
Woo.
Oh, there he goes. Back up top. Kicks it off JS, gets it right in the Orca zone. Lalo tries to pull it forward. Neri brings it off top, got Tip defending in the distance. Neri's going to dump it down to JS. Lalo goes for the clear and Jobber.
Sure,
and doesn't
nice
get
post.
It, but gets a disruption.
Nice post there by Shiro.
Yeah, Lalo almost had the clear there, didn't quite get it. JS going to try and bring it under Java, looks like. John goes for a clear on Tip, gets it in the back too. Alright, John coming up. Kev brings it forward. JS is down there. Lalo gets one clear. Rias is there for the disruption. Trying to clear it forward. Doesn't quite get it. Tip accidentally team clears. Oh, Tip clears the entire Cacti team by accident. Ruins everything. It's Tip's new slogan. Just ruins everything. Not true. Alright, don't ban me. Alright, so Cacti going on the ball. Rias is going to come forward and get a little bump on Lalo up there. Tip going for the ball disruption, gets a bump on Lalo and John. Neri trying to push it back forward. Java gets a chance, pushes it up into the corner, looks like, then goes for the clear. Tip comes in for the clear on Neri. Now Tip has it in the corner, tries to arc it down, then goes in for the clear on Lalo and Neri. Orca's trying to get it cleared out. Lalo has a chance, but Rias was just bumped down to the bottom right before. John trying to get the clear, doesn't get the first X, gets the second X. Neri goes for a clear, bumps the ball. JS has control, but Java gets a disruption. Going to try and kick it the other direction. Doesn't quite get the X. JS pulls the ball, challenges Java. Lalo goes in for the next challenge, gets a bump on Java. Cacti are cleared. If Lalo can get this bump on Tip, doesn't quite get it. Oh, Neri just off target for the pass. John going to go in for a clear in the corner. Neri gets a touch on Tip. Lalo pushed a little too forward, too fast. Lalo going to try and get it off of Rias, but bumps the ball instead. Going to give Cacti possession. Kev gets it down to the corner. Tip gets an early bump on Lalo. Oh, Tip ricochets off everything, but John's going to get a chance to clear it. If Java doesn't get in there, Java gets a disruption, but JS gets to clear it down. Kev misses an X. Rias has to dump it to the bottom.
Nice
also misses an X.
It's back and forth, man.
Long volleys. Alright, JS going for a clear on the whole Cacti team. Rias is going to try and take it out over Lalo. Lalo almost gets an X to have a chance to get it into the goal. Doesn't quite get it.
1 minute left here.
Tip has the ball and a goal.
Tied game again.
Under a minute in a tie game, you can't ask for much else in the finals.
We might get an OT in game 1. That's crazy.
I don't think it's going to OT, none of this pace. I think we're going to get probably one more goal in this minute.
I mean, something that's completely standing out is that the players that are out there are playoff veterans. I mean, for Orcas, we got John, Lalo, JS, Neri, and Cacti. Look, we got Tip, Kev, Rias, and Java. I mean, These guys are veterans. You can tell in the way they play. This is a very back and forth affair, not just in the scores, but in the possessions as well.
Yeah, not a lot of nerves for either of these teams. I think it helps for Tip and Java that they got that ring last season. Don't have to worry about trying to get the first one. Ooh, Orca's going for the goal here. All right.
Nice job,
Orca's
Lava.
put himself back up by 1 on 30 seconds. We'll see if my prediction hangs true and this stays where it is. Cacti, I hope not.
30 seconds left.
Kev, a dangerous clear up to top. No one there. Oh, Kev.
Lalo again. Strong X there.
Real dangerous to shoot it up mid if you don't have someone to pick it up. All right, we'll see if they can score fast. They're going to have to if they want to win this game. That may turn out to be a dire mistake. I'm sure they're missing Skylar right now. Kev goes for a fast goal, doesn't get it. Orcas are probably going to hold out defensively. Kev clears his team. Layla's going to clear it down to JS. JS in the bottom. They even get another goal here.
Ooh.
Oh, there they are.
Ooh, unfortunate X there by Tip.
Nothing they could do. Had to push it to try and get those early goals. So it looks like Orcas are going to take game 1 by 3 via a Kev goof up. And they do. Pressures on Cacti now to come out and execute in game 2.
Yeah, Orcas win by 3, but that was such a tight game. Could have gone either way. It wasn't until the last 30 seconds that it was more than a +1 lead. But definitely a great thing that we're seeing right now. I think at this point we can. It's hit or miss. It's not even, I would say 60-40 as far as Skylo not showing up tonight. So Cacti has to get things squared away with what they have right now. Okay, so right now I'm going to go to my analyst, Lewandowski. He has some information that he found, or some quick interesting notes on the head-to-head matchups between Orcas and Cacti in the regular season. Lewandowski, what can you tell us?
The Orcas dominated. In the last 2 matchups, or the first 2 matchups of Orcas, they scored 30 goals, and those were both without JS. In the all 3 games for Cacti, they scored a whopping 27. So in 2 games without JS, Orcas scored more goals than Cacti did in all of theirs. I mean, this is just, it's been an Orca domination. I think the closest score was like 14 to 12, I think it was. It's just been, I mean, they've all been, all except for one game, which was 11-4. They've all been 14-12 and 16-11, but still, Orca's offense has just been able to run free and destroy Cacti.
Woo! And as you say that, game started and Cacti comes out for beautiful kickoff, bump everybody out of the way, Tip gets the ball, and an easy goal.
I think it's notable that we're talking a 3-game series, and every series that the Orcas played this season, they basically won. The only ones they lost were Nittany Lions and Quasar Koalas. Koalas, they lost by, I think, a combined 5 goals across 3 games. Lions by a similar number, except for 1 blowout. So any team they play 3 times, they've basically beaten.
Orcas were 3-0 against Cacti, for those wondering.
And yet, in the finals, none of that matters. As we're seeing, it's a very, very tight game. I would say definitely a lot more competitive than what we saw in the regular season between the 2 teams. So, let's see how it plays out.
Playoffs bring out the best, and we're already tied again.
Ooh, the Navy Steelers Lalo's goal right there.
Swapping pressure back and forth again by both teams. Let's see how Cacti respond. Java kicks up to level top. Tip gonna try and get some just control clears. Lel hesitating a little bit. Java's falling back. Rios is gonna go for the defensive clear. Doesn't get it on Jaka. Jaka gets in there for the goal. First time we've seen Jaka this series, trying to give him some time. And he starts off by scoring a nice power goal. Looks like we got some movement. Not necessarily subs. No subs. Just putting people in a little different. Oh, no, Lel got subbed out. Probably saw that he was being a little stagnant.
Oh!
Nice. Good attempted defense by Orcas, but Tip just slips it in there.
That was a slow ball too. I think they just assumed that the other person was going to get it.
Yeah, those are the worst ones. The ones you watch happen. Java trying to get the challenge up top, forces Layla to pass it inside, never an ideal situation. John gets a touch up top. Ooh, Tip trying to figure out if he should go for the ball or the clear, ends up kind of doing neither. Alright, Tip kind of playing solo defense, gets a clear. Java tries to push it up top with a dub, doesn't quite get the distance he wants. Java gets a challenge, gets it forward, but nearly has the ball in the backfield. Tries to slip it past Tip into the bottom corner, but doesn't quite get it. Oh, a nice angle by Jaka, but it bounces off the post.
That was close.
Neri gets some nice disruptions and clears, keeps the ball in play. Good hustle play. Jaka gets a great clear. Neri gonna try and shoot at top corner. Could have had that shot, just angled it a little too far down.
Yeah, probably rushed it a little bit too much. Definitely had the open sides there.
Oh, a lot of pressure here by Orcas, though. Good job on Cacti for keeping it goalless so far. Lalo's got it clear. Jaka doesn't have the angle on the shot. Cacti's going to try and bring it out, pushes it up to a moving Jobber, but Lalo's there to disrupt. Jobber gets
sweet shot. I saw that coming.
Oh, nice save by Neri.
That would have
been
been
in the right position.
Amazing goal attempt by Java, but even better defensive play by Neri there.
Damn straight. Lalo going to try and take a top over Java, but he reads it and gets the disruption. Lalo dumps it down to Neri, but he's moving too fast. Oh, John gets in there with a nice touch. Kev's going to try and bring it the other direction, but Jaka comes in with the disruption. This feels a little bit like horse racing.
John.
Cacti cleared out. Neri gets the easy goal.
John with a double clear there. Awesome clear.
Looks like we got a pause
from D2.
there.
The Bears did in fact win their first game by a whopping 10 goals.
That does not speak well for game 2. Good job, and Arsh and Robin dominating D2 once again. Or so I presume.
Honestly, if you look at the entire Bears team, it's no amazing D1 stars like Hollow last year, but a bunch of they could play D1, and I think, or could play D1, or were in D1 for a time. I mean, you have All-Star, who is in D1 with G-Brad. You have Watt, who was with Goose this season. Aaron, who was with me and Orion last year.
With me
Black
and Or
Ninja
this season.
Black Ninja has played really well lately, I think. And Couts is their 5th man, so that's a really solid team all around.
And lost in that was another power shot by Jaka and a response by Cacti. Just missed a goal there, and by Orcas. Layla was going for the clear, just got his butt in the way. Rias coming back, trying to push it. John going for the clear, but Java's going to get a chance to cross it down. Ooh, Orca's starting to fly everywhere. Everyone's starting to fly, and Rias hangs out and gets a goal.
Tied game. 1 minute left in the first period.
Lalo's going to try and boot it down to Jaka. Gets it forward on goal. Tips there to save it. Neri going in for the clear. Gets a triple clear, bumping Kev off of whoever else. Java tries to save it by getting it out, but it's too much, and Neri scores. Just a really unfortunate pinball clear there.
I'm surprised it's actually been such a high-scoring period.
Yeah, well, a lot of swapping pressure by both teams. Both are having decent offensive possessions, but aren't really executing on defense. We'll probably see it tighten up in the next period as they try and make adjustments.
Shira trying to rally his troops right here, giving direction as far as aiming yourself when you're bumping or being bumped.
Alright, Orca's on another counter. Tip up there to get the challenge. Reese is looking for somebody to dump it off onto. Doesn't have anybody. John's coming in fast. Neri gets a bump on him. Jaka goes to the ball in the corner. He's not one to clear. Rias is going to push it up top to Tip. Tip gets it forward. Back bump there by Rias. Softens up the offense. Rias going for a clear on Jaka. Doesn't quite get it. Java is going to try and misdirect it up to Tip instead. Just gives it right to Neri. Going to pull it forward. Layla going in for the clear on Rias. Got a chance for Orcas right here. Java bows back and bumps Rias, but gets a very fortunate clear to save any potential goal. That we're going to end in the 5-4 period. for the Orcas.
I suspect, most of the periods are going down to the very last second. I suspect that's probably what's going to happen in this game overall.
Let's see if there are any lineup changes for the second period.
Devils have come back strong this game too, starting off on a nice 2-0 run and surprisingly dominating this really good Bear squad.
Good adjustment by them. We'll see if it holds up. Speaking of adjustments, we'll see if anyone makes a change here. It doesn't look like it. Both teams are going to stick with what they're doing, but both are definitely going to look for more defensive presence. Tip trying to figure out where to clear it. Jaka's going to pass it up towards John. Doesn't quite read it. Gives Chivich a chance to push it forward. Tip's got possession. Tries to push it towards goal. Jaka gets an accidental clear on Lalo. Java's going to slip up for a clear on goal. Kev misses a clear, but Tip gets it into the corner, but not with enough power. Just a missed clear there. Java going to push it down. John gets pressure. Keeps it in the Orcas' offensive zone. Lalo going for a clear on goal. Doesn't quite get it on Java. John has to pump him into the ball. John goes for a clear, gets it on two of them, but Cacti are there. Good rotation by Cacti. You can see the defensive pressure becoming a priority for this team. Cacti finally get it cleared. Rios is going to get it over Lalo. Kev going in for a clear on Neri, gets it. Kev going to try and kick it up and towards goal. Tip doesn't get the clear, but power by Kev to get it in there.
Nice play by Kev there with the dub and getting it in.
It is a tie game until now.
Lalo has definitely made an impact this series. I think that will be his fourth or fifth goal.
I've lost count. Jabber on kickoff there, really good because it gives him a really great opportunity to get bumps early. Neri gonna bring it back. Jabber goes for this clears, doesn't quite get it. Oh, nice job by Tip, keeping track of what's happening. No. Oh, does Jaka help him out? Not quite. I'll tell you what, it's always a harder shot than it looks like. You double guess your angle, you don't want to fuck it up, and instead you bump it softly. I was not informed prior. We're all adults here for the most part. Save Snow and a few others. Alright, so Cacti are going to pressure the other way. Java's going to get it up top, get some pressure down. Going to look for a clear on Neri as he's trying to backtrack towards the goal to make sure it's covered. Ooh, Kev gets a touch on the ball thanks to a nice bump by Lalo. Lalo's got it in the corner with Java. Java tries to get it up to Tip to clear. Gets a weird bump from Jaka, but Tip gets it forward. Tip doing a great job to react to plays as they're happening really, really fast. Ooh, Rios gets a chance here.
Strong X. He does not get enough power.
He got about the best shot he could from that, though, unless he kicked it right off the bat, but he wanted to make sure he got it in the right direction. Neri gonna get it up top over Cacti. Kev does a nice play to get it back in the Cacti's favor. Jabber is gonna go for a clear. Kev should have held that. He had Jabber in front to clear for him.
Oh, JS disconnected. Alright.
Looks like they subbed in Montes.
Squats.
Oh.
We gotta do 10
JS
squats after this period.
And uses his witchcraft to score for Orcas anyway. That's how I'm gonna say that.
Alright, so the routine after this game, 10 squats. We got that down. Lewandowski will update it as we get more.
So they're probably going to pause for as long as they can, hoping the JS returns.
Tip kicking himself right now over missing that one goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory. Hopefully he doesn't focus on it too much. Have it take away from anything else going on. He's a professional. I'm sure he'll be fine. Cacti now have a chance without JS on the field to maybe make a move, though. Orcas stayed strong even with JS banned during the season.
Nice. Oh.
I I actually interviewed Orcas players about that.
Is there a follow-up to that statement?
I'm just waiting on that.
Alright, sure, let me...
Anyway, Cacti trying to get some pressure on Orcas right now. They're keeping up a real nice defensive presence.
Nice.
Rios gets a nice goal off of Jobber's clear there.
Nice little tandem play there. Good timing.
Yeah, but Farmer said everyone was surprised because it kind of just came out of nowhere, but everyone wasn't worried just because the team was so quality, and with Yaka he came through big and played like a first and second round pick, and that there's no way they'd be in the finals if it wasn't for Jaka.
Jaka is a really nice scorer. He's not on a lot of teams.
Very underrated.
He's not a great bumper, but he's always a really solid scorer, which works really well for the Orcas because they got some really solid bumpers around them, like Neri and Laylo and John.
Yeah, I asked Neri too because he's the GM, so I wanted to get his thoughts on it, and he said that he was really mad and thought about GMing Tip to fight about it, but he didn't. He knew that Tip would never change his mind, and much like what Butt said, Jaka came into beast mode, and with him and John, they just destroyed.
Well, it's good drafting, and speaking into picks falling, looks like JS was moved in for Laylo, so rolling with a little bit of a different lineup here, showing a lot of confidence in their bench, or the Orcas. Cacti don't get much of anything from JS disconnecting. Not a lot of advantage from that. Basically irrelevant.
Last 20 seconds. Rios.
Nice save by
Great
Rios.
defensive play. We've seen that several times from him tonight, just anchoring that defensive play for the Cacti. 10 seconds left here.
I'm sure Cacti would like a nice goal to bring this within one and would not want to give up a goal right here.
Jaka, strong X. Gets it within just within time.
Jaka's had 3 really powerful goals this game. Doing a great job off the bench for Orcas, trying to lock up that championship.
Uh-oh.
Looks like Orcas are going to go in with a 3-goal lead into the final game here of game 2, or final period of game 2, looking to lock it up. Looking to break Skylo's heart.
Looks like Rios got disconnected or something there. He seems to be unresponsive right now. Lalo claiming to be DDoSed.
Skylo didn't play the game.
Alright, so right now Orcas have a +3 lead going into the last period of the game. Rios just disconnected. This is really unfortunate to see, but I am confident that Cacti can pull it together.
Update from D2 once again. Bears respond very quickly to the Devils' 3-0 run and go up at the end of the first period, 6-4.
Alright, keep us updated on that. And we go into a very critical period in these D1 finals. Orcas have a chance to lock it up and take it home against a crippled Cacti lineup. We'll see if we wait a little bit longer for Rios to rejoin, or if Cacti are going to roll with what they have.
Rip Rios.
Thank goodness Jobber's thing has been brought down.
Lalo just disconnected. Okay.
That is a now we are up to 40 squats, people. That is a 4-0.
I think that one was just exclusive for JS, but wow, if you generalize that.
Well, hold on. That at least saves 30 squats.
So from what I can see, the only ones that we've hit are JS disconnects, and someone's being hit 999. I think that was like 2 or 3 different people. Oh, and teammates get into an argument.
Alright, here we go in this critical period of the D1 finals. Cacti looking to be aggressive early, trying to get some pressure. Java accidentally clears Kev back there. Orca's got some numbers. Java's going to go for a clear on the goal line. Tries to put it back to a player, doesn't quite get it. Oh, Tip gets a nice shot in there. Kev's going to get some pressure. Cacti keeping aggressive thus far. Lyle going to try and get it up to Tip. Doesn't exit. goes instead for the goal shot. Orca's got 3 on defense. Java comes in for a clear. JS trying to get to forward. Lel going for a clear. Java doesn't quite get the angle on the goal. Kev goes in for a backwards offensive bump. Java going in for the clear. Dodges Jaka and Neri. No, now they got the counter. Jaka's going to power shot. Called it. Jaka doing some great shooting. Already scored 4 really pivotal goals in this game. Kev bringing it forward. Jobber gets a bump on Neri. Lel hesitates in the pocket. Kev trying to get some bumps on defense. Looks like everyone's trying to get the ball clear. Tip gets it forward. We got a chance at a counter. Oh, JS is a challenge. Let's see if he can get it through. He doesn't. JS slides. And Tip scores. Oh no.
-3 now.
JS definitely spiked in that play and gives Cacti a critical goal that could get them back in this game. Only down 3 once again. Neri gets a great dub. Pushes it into Jaka. We'll see if they can answer on defense. Oh, a defensive let-up gives John an easy goal. Orcas are trying to lock this up right now. Java trying to get pressure forward. Tip gets bumped by Jaka. Tip gonna bring it forward, trying to get it under JS. JS, he does, gets it into the offensive corner. Lel going for a bump on Neri. Java gets bumped. JS trying to bring it back forward. JS goes for the great dub, but Kev's there to disrupt it. Java gets it up into the top corner, but JS has enough to kick it out. Tip's going to go for the bump on Jaka. Kev's going to try and bump it off the top, get it forward. He does off of Jaka's side. Java going in for the clears on Neri, gets it on John, but disrupts the ball going towards goal. Kev goes for some pressure, doesn't quite get the kick he wants or the bump he wants. Java gonna get it down to Tip. Ooh.
Too many bodies in the middle.
Probably could have just dumped it into the corner, but that's alright. Trying to get some pressure wherever you can. Oh no.
Low team bumps. Or they just collided there.
You never want a finals to go like this. Freaking disconnects and oversleeping. Hopefully Cacti can bring it back and make it a good one. Oh, Jaka. Another powerful goal. Jaka, probably, I would say, the MVP of these finals thus far. Just coming in, big pressure, making some big shots.
I told Tip to put me in. He didn't see, I think.
I built Skylo into my name. If anything, I should have a shot. Anyway, Orcas coming with some more pressure. Cacti are starting to just look for too much, I think. JS gonna dump it into the corner. He's looking for some time kill now. John pushes it forward. Jaka gets a nice bump on Lel in the offensive ahead of the play. Jaka gets it forward off of Kev. Tip's gonna try and bring it up to Lel, but John's there for the hard disruption. Some hesitation from Kev.
Come on,
Orcas
Cacti.
have it in the offensive possession again. Oh, look at the numbers against Tip.
Damn it. We won a third game. Come on.
That was a 4v1v Tip. They couldn't do anything about that.
-7. 2 minutes to go.
Rias and Skylo is a big loss, man. Alright, Cacti. Gotta see what they can do. Tip gets a clear in the front.
Bumps.
Oop, Kev or Java don't take it. Kev takes it off top, tries to push it forward. Java's there for the disruption.
You gotta leave that ball. When you have a man behind, just go forward and clear. Nice X by JS there.
JS is just burying it. Not good to watch. Orcas throwing in Montes as a sub.
Orcas.
Neri gonna bring it forward. JS gets stopped up. Neri. Montes. JS going to push it forward. Jaka gets another powerful kick. Kev is there to bring it forward. JS gets a disruption. Monty's in the back to pick it up. He gets a push off of Jobber. Neri's probably going to go for, not a dub, but tries to push it past Kev. Kev's going to get an easy goal here. But I don't know if there's much they can do with only 51 seconds left on their season. Montes pushes it forward. Lel. Tip going for a clear, trying to get some quick goals. Low gets a bump. Java's going to try and bring it forward. Tries to reflect it off of Kev. Kev gets a bump on JS. Orcas have some numbers again. Enough to get Neri a chance to clear it, but he doesn't quite get it. Java going to break off.
30 seconds left.
Looks like Orcas are going to take this one by a pretty hefty margin at the end. Good on Cacti to make it. Really a good final up to this point. Just unfortunate that Rios is out due to lag, and man, it's been a heck of a season, and it looks like the Orcas are gonna survive a JS suspension. And
I say let's get Butt Farmer in here and interview him.
Butt Farmer Hack Space Bounce Champion is the correct term.
Alright,
MVP Hack Space Bounce Champion.
Orcas sealed the deal in 2 games. Congratulations to Orcas on a very well-deserved ring. I think from the beginning, Orcas were heavily favored with the amazing draft that Neri had. He had a really fantastic draft, getting great depth. JS first overall, and putting Lalo, Yaka, John, and all those players on the bench was just an amazing draft on his part. So I don't think it's too much of a surprise. Cacti definitely had a great season as well. We expected them to do a lot better, but there were several issues today, unfortunately.
Hey, Cacti could have won Game 1. They were competitive in Game 2 of the final period. Let's not say that they could have done better. They did a fantastic job. Good job to Tip getting a team to the finals 3 seasons in a row. Really good run by them. Really good runs by all the teams, having so many teams finish so close to each other in the final standings. I think it was a really great season for everybody. And I think that it only gets better from here.
Absolutely. The finals will not be... it will not feel complete if Tip were not in the finals. So definitely kudos to him for consistently getting to the finals. We saw him get over the hump last season and getting his first ring. We know he'll definitely get more before he decides to hang it up. But as far as season 11, that wraps it up. D2 is still going, Lewandowski?
Yeah, it's over though. Bears have a +10 advantage again with another period to play, so...
I don't see 10 goals happening. 14 goals is the record, and I don't think it's going to pop up in D2.
Devils haven't scored 10 goals in the first game, and they've only gotten 6 in this first 2 periods, so rip.
Well, I will preemptively congratulate Solar Bears on their D2 championship as well. Congrats to Arjun, leaving Ort and finding much more success in D2.
Felicidades, Ángel, y felicidades, Neri. I think this pretty much wraps up our stream. We will see you guys in a few weeks for the draft. Hopefully,
sign up for season 12.
Let's go get hyped.
Sign up for season 12, everybody out there watching. Let's go. We want to make this season 12 even better, more competitive than season 11. It was a great season, and we're looking for more.
It's a full summer season. There's no school, so there's no excuses. Sign up.
Let's go. We want to expand, so now's the season to do it.
You heard it here first. Alright, thank you again. Thank you, Seth and Lewandowski, for joining me tonight, and we will definitely be working with each other in the future, unless we're playing.
Have a good night, everyone.
Peace.